the channel, we let the hammer fall with Alexander Hammerstone, Boss Fight MLW Series 1.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another MLW Series 1 Boss Fight Studios unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got Alexander Hammerstone to unbox. But for all your Alexander Hammerstone needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Big Bad Toy Store. Use the link in the description down below. And of course, that is where I did get this one. It seems to be Boss Fight Studios, Big Bad Toy Store, and Entertainment Earth are really the only three places that had pre-orders and places to get this one, at least as of now. I did order from Big Bad Toy Store. They did ship them out this week, so if you're interested, hit the link in the description down below once again. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And very interesting that Boss Fight Series 1, we got Jacob Fatu, no longer with MLW. I guess not at least signed to them right now. Mads Kruger did leave them. We had Killer Cross, Karrion Kross, of course, in WWE now. And that leads us to Alexander Hammerstone, who apparently is now with TNA. So wild that their Series 1 release has no MLW characters in it right now. So that's kind of the craziness of the toy business and I guess wrestling business in a lot of ways, as it takes a long time to get these figures out. Not all these companies have the big buying power of the Mattels, Hasbros that can move things along at a quicker pace. These things take a year plus, and a lot can change in a year plus. But of course, packaging design I do feel looks really, really good. I love the glamour shot. MLW, you got to brand what's going on here. Big window box, great for autographs, very sleek, nice look. About the size of an Elite package, I think that works as well. Big window box with, of course, the title belt, extra hands, extra head, and of course the figure in there. Alexander Hammerstone doing his thing on the side. There he is on the side as well, and a guy that if you followed his career for quite some time, he's really gained some size over the last few years. There's no doubt about that. On the back, he's giving the old double bi flex right there, looking good. A little bit of a tail of the tape there, and then, of course, the cross-sell down below, which we did talk about. Of course, we're unboxing every single one of these, and at the very end, we're going to unbox this belt pack, and I'll rank the whole set from my least favorite to my favorite, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss that. But let's see if the last hammer is ready to fall here with Alexander Hammerstone. Height, 6'2", 251 pounds, from Phoenix, Arizona. I was just there in the airport the other day. Beautiful airport. I had Panda Express. Yes, Panda Express. Overpriced in that airport. Overpriced and not really that good either. So there you go. Signature move, the Nightmare Pendulum. So there it is. I wish there was a little bit of a blurb here. I think especially some of these characters that maybe not everyone knows. There's a lot of wrestling fans, but not everybody follows everything. Could have got a little deeper understanding what this Hammerstone's all about, but apparently not in the card. So we're not going to read any blurb because there isn't one. But let's get him out of the package. Uh-oh, forgot to cut the tape down here. Forgot to cut the tape down low. Got to get that out. There it is. And there it is. See you later. Goodbye. All right. See you later. Alexander Hammerstone looking only like an Alexander Hammerstone could look if he was in the MLW Series 1. Locked in. Got the old trusty cutter. There it is. We're going to free him. We're going to free him from that plastic prison. There we go. Going to be interested to see this belt design here. We do got some glasses. I'm here for some glasses. Bam! See you later right off the screen. And can we get the hands out? Can the hands have it? 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4, goodbye. Some more. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's get down to business here. Let's start it off with these accessories first, as we usually do. 2 Fists of Fury, 2 Fists of Gripping Fury on the figure, but we do get 2 taped fists going on right here. So taped fist, he's ready for some action. And then very similar to the Killer Cross figure, we got the splayed out hands. Got to get the reuse out there, but we got to choose your own hand adventure going on right here. We do get some shades. He's got those kind of red, rosy glasses going on. Part of his look, of course, of the last couple of years. Silver frames, and then the lenses in red. Looking good. No issues with that. Now, for the first time, we're going to check this belt out. And like I did say, we're going to unbox the belt pack on the channel, so stay tuned to that. It doesn't feel super, super ornate. It is the MLW World Heavyweight Champion. You do got the side plates, all that. They don't really stick out some. They're kind of sculpted in there. Good coloring, no coloring problems on this one. It is a traditional class system like we get with the Mattel, the Jazzwares belts, things like that. At least as of right there, they go in pretty easy. Sometimes the Jazzwares ones, sometimes the WWE Elite ones, they fight you a little bit. We do know. The best one we've seen as far as clasping of belts has to be that GCW bell-to-bell title belt that was the ringside exclusive that came with Matt Cardona and Nick Gage. That's a heck of a belt there. I wish all design belts were like that. But this one seems okay. We'll see how it goes trying to get it around his waist. But always good to have a belt for any organization, especially a new one with MLW. But now we're going to turn our attention over to the old Hammerstone here. We're going to look at the heads on this one. Looking like a young Thor in a lot of ways here. Looking interesting. So we do got the beard going on. Like a young Josh Barnett is what that beard reminds me of. Shaved on the sides, long blonde hair going on. Got a little piece in the front, all in the back. Looking good, a bit stoic, no smile, no nothing, just a stoic look. Blonde hair, blue eyes, looking interesting here. Of course, 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth, and 2 ears. Now, the second head, he's got a little of that McFarlane side eye over there. He's looking off to the side. A little bit of a smirk on the face, but pretty stoic as well. Hair all slicked back on this one, nothing in the front. So basically pretty close in the facial department. It's really the hair is where you got to choose your own hair adventure at the end of the day. Now let's see how well these glasses fit on him. I think they fit better on the other head. This head here with that tuft of hair, well, I guess you slide in under the hair maybe. Let's see. There we go. I guess you slide it in under the hair and he's ready to go. Don't look too bad. With his whole pants get up and everything, he looks like he's going to be in a Affliction commercial or something. It looks like he's repping Affliction back in like 2005 or something. Who knows? But I do like these glasses. They're just not traditional black glasses, not just plain Jane. They took the extra attention to detail and gave us the colored lenses, the silver. Really on brand, on point. I do appreciate that. But as far as the head goes, pretty much looks like Alexander Hammerstone if you know who that is. Now, once again, I do feel the skin tone's a little light. It almost reminds me of AEW Jazzwares Series 1. Remember those light skin tones that were just god-awful? It's not quite as bad as that, but I feel like it could use a little bit of tan to it, just a little bit more. Now, Hammerstone's not a guy that's deep in the tanning bed like a young Hulk Hogan, but he does have a little bit more color than this. He's not quite this pale, at least in my experiences, that's for sure. Walking through the articulation, arms go all the way around, nice tight joints there. You do get a bicep cut. Double jointed, pinned elbows, hands back and forth, side to side, hands removable. Of course, got the up and down hinge on this one. Hula hoop at the top, very tight hula hoop, but you do get a little movement there. Waist articulation, big old splits if you do need them. Leg does go up. Thigh cut here, I thought there was thigh cut. No thigh cut, look at that. Huh, I thought there was thigh cut. No thigh cut there. Double jointed knees going on, pinned once again. Ankles up and down, back and forth. You do get a boot cut, a low boot cut down here. Very low boot cut. Forgot to mention the butterfly shoulders on this one. A little extra articulation that way. And then, of course, does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Let's see. Will he fit? Ooh, it's tight. You got to push. You got to push it through, but he fits on the Mattel WWE stands, of course, ringside stands. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on ringside collectibles. The pants here, giving him a little bit of a all-American vibe here with the white and kind of the gray and the blue and a little bit of flag action going on. Not a bad look there, but a little plain Jane. Would have been cool to have one of his fancy jackets. Obviously, that's going to add to the cost. It's going to add to things. I understand it. Not easy to always do. Let's see how easy this is to clasp around him, if it is possible at all. Oh my gosh, I love it. Clasps on there really easy. Like I said, the Jazzwares, sometimes the Mattel ones, they fight a little bit. This plugs in very easily, snaps right in there. They don't have to fight to get them through, anything like that. So I do prefer that. That is a good day at the office for sure. But not a bad Hammerstone figure, especially if you're collecting your Impact players right now, your TNA wrestlers. You need some of them. Well, here you go. We got another one here. Now, we do know Powertown is jumping into the TNA game later this year. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a Powertown figure of Hammerstone maybe in 2025, maybe late 2024, probably 2025 at best, at earliest 2025. But a guy making some moves and moves outside of MLW, it does seem. But here's some comparisons here. How about him against Wardlow? I don't know. These scale height differences with these boss fights are really kind of all over the place. I should put him on a stand to make him even with everybody else. I just really do wish they were more uniform, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's their company. They can do what they want, but I really do feel if you make it, I understand you don't want to copy Mattel, you don't want to copy Jazzwares, but if you put in that same scale, you might get some consumers that jump over and buy your line that wouldn't before, because there will be people who say, I'm going to pass, they're not in scale. But if they were in scale, they'd say, you know what, I'm going to jump in. And I kind of feel that's what they needed to do with this one a little bit. You guys tell me. But like Hammerstone here, I think they said he was 6'2", and Cross 6'4". They're pretty much the exact same size. So obviously that's close, we understand, but even in the old line, there's a little bit of a discrepancy there. You got old Black Taurus here. So he's about the same exact height here. We know he's about 5'9", 5'10", something like that. And then, of course, we have a Mattel Elite figure. How about old Cody Rhodes? I don't know, about the same size. So he's almost in scale with Cody, I think. Isn't Cody about 6'1", I think? I've met Cody one time, and I think it was about 6'1" or so. I don't know. Scaling, it's always an interesting one, no doubt about it. I'm not a super scale snob, but you want to be as close as possible. There's no doubt about it. But Hammerstone, not a bad figure at all. Like the title belt, like the glasses. Get extra head, extra hands. A lot of bells and whistles here. Could it have had more? Could it have had a jacket, things like that? Yes, it could, but it would be an extra price point. So it kind of is what it is. No different than Jazzwares or Mattel. But not a bad figure at the end of the day. But what say you guys and gals? You picking up the old Hammerstone? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell, as we got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you, of course, on Patreon with early access to both YouTube channel videos and your best way to support the channel at the end of the day. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X. The _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for MLW Series 1, Alexander Hammerstone, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.